All right, here I go. Love you, bye. All right, it's a big day. I'm a little nervous for today's ride because the destination's like 56 miles away. So it's gonna be a, where should I pee? I don't know, I'm thinking about peeing now. Yeah, I'm gonna pee. I don't want to pee. This is a form of procrastination right now. Let's try this again. I have a really good buddy of mine, Sean Pecoraro, who lives in California. And a few weeks ago, he challenged me to do 500 burpees. He sent me a text out of nowhere. I was like, dude, do you want to do 500 burpees with me? And at the day, I was like, I can't do it today, but I can do it, you know, soonish. And he ended up doing the 500 burpees like the next day or something. And he's like, all right, man, you got to do it. And he kept prodding me. And he made sure that I completed the challenge. And then when I was done with that, the 500 burpees, he was like, okay, now you get to pick the next challenge. And I was like, dude, we should both do centuries. A century is a 100-mile bike ride, for those who don't know. So I'm gonna do it to Lake Geneva, which is one of the destinations that I had on my destination list when I was brainstorming places I can bike this summer. The reason I challenged Sean and I to do a century ride is because the task is intimidating. I've done a century ride before, but the century ride that I did do, I did with another friend of mine. So this one's gonna be by myself. So that in and of itself scares me a little bit. So the idea of doing this bike ride intimidates me a lot, and I've been trying to talk myself out of it for a few days. But I wanted to do this bike ride because I'm intimidated, because it's scary, because I'm scared to do it. I know I did the 82-mile bike ride last weekend. I bonked at like mile 68. Granted, I didn't have the best food. I wasn't really the best prepared for it. So today I tried to prepare a little bit better. But yeah, I've been trying to talk myself out of doing this bike ride. And Sean and I have this thing where whenever we're talking about things we want to do, we've gotten pretty good at identifying when we're trying to rationalize and think ourselves out of doing something we know we should do. The sensation of being scared to do something is almost an indicator that that's what you need to do. Because if you don't do it out of fear, then the fear has power over you. But understanding that doesn't mean that you don't feel the fear anymore. One of my missions for today is to not complain or get so obsessed with the discomfort of this bike ride once it gets to it. Because when I was editing my last 82-mile bike ride video, I realized that when I was tired and when I bonked, I was really kind of bitching a lot. So today I'm gonna try to keep my headspace positive even when it gets difficult. Right now it's easy to stay positive because I have energy, I'm excited, I have all the equipment I need, I've got plenty of fluids, blah, blah, blah. It's not too hot. When it gets tough, that's when the real challenge is gonna be, to see if I can stay calm. And it's almost gonna be like meditation, where I'm going to be uncomfortable. I'm gonna try to keep my thoughts relaxed. I'm not gonna identify with the pain, that's a key part of it. I am not my body. I am not my mind. I am not my emotions. Those are just components. But I am not those things in and of themselves. I'm gonna try to keep that in mind when things get difficult. All right, at this point I've gone about 13 miles and I think I'm out of the suburbs now. The roads are a little bit more open, there's more foliage, more trees. One of the things I was thinking of while I was on one of the bike trails was the fact that I was so nervous this morning and nervous last night to do this bike ride. I really forgot how much I enjoy biking. That's the whole reason I want to do all these bike rides, is because it's fun. I kind of forgot that in the lead up to this bike ride, of how much I enjoy getting on the bike, packing up and going on an adventure. I'm in the honeymoon phase right now, I guess you could say. I'm in the honeymoon phase of the bike ride where I'm not too tired, I still have energy, and I'm still excited about the destination. I'm building up the urge to pee, so at the same time I'm paying attention to the road, I'm also scouting out for places I can go to the bathroom easily, just to not have that be a factor once I get closer to the country. So I'm still doing good. One of the obvious main benefits of being a dude is the ability to just pee wherever. Should I take a swig of coffee? Yes. I put turmeric in the coffee, Sean. The bike ride continues. These are the kind of roads I'm on right now. I just passed a sign that said McHenry County, which is where I did my Ford clinical for graduate school. And it took me an hour to drive there. And I remember thinking to myself all the time, wow, this place is so far. And it just reminded me about how freaking far I still am. When I took my break, it was 27.58 miles that I've done. And I realized, wait a minute, that means I'm halfway to the destination. So I'm more than a quarter of the way done at this point, so fucking out here. I'm in the country. Look at this, look at this. These were the types of roads I was most excited to bike on because they're the most peaceful. And it's just so open. It's just so open. It's so open here. Middle of the road. Middle of nowhere. Listen, listen, listen. About 18 miles. Just these country roads with there's nobody here. Okay, so I can't tell if I'm in Wisconsin yet or not. I'm kind of taking these country back roads. So there was no sign that said, hey, you're in Wisconsin. But I'm seeing a mixture of Illinois and Wisconsin license plates. And then there's also a sign in the grass here that says McHenry County border. So I'm wondering if I'm near Wisconsin right now, and if it's just like right over there. And it's just like on the other side. Let's see what this sign is. I thought that sign was going to say welcome to Wisconsin or something, but it didn't. Maybe I'm in Wisconsin already. I don't think so. This is McHenry County border. Keystone. I'm on Keystone Road right now, and I'm on a nice downhill too, so it feels good to get moving. Okay. Wisconsin plates. I don't know. I should ask them. McHenry. I keep seeing signs for McHenry County, so it must mean I'm still in Illinois. Yeah, McHenry County Conservation District North Branch. Probably still in Illinois, honestly. Oh, welcome to Oh, I think it's gonna say Genoa City. Is that Wisconsin? I don't know. Where am I? Welcome to Genoa City. Okay. So, is that Wisconsin? Oh, I think I'm crossing the border right now. I think I'm crossing the border right now. My Garmin, there's a nice dotted line. Excuse me, is this Wisconsin? Yeah. Woo! Where was the border, like right there? Yeah. Yes! All right. I made it. Fuck yeah, okay. How fast can it go? 50? 50? That's quick. Can I race it? Let's go. Holy shit, no! Not my fault. I did instigate it, but it wasn't my fault. Sorry, kid. Right now we are on the beautiful County Highway H, which means we are really close to Lake Geneva. And this road is perfect. Very minimal traffic, and the roads are pristine. Not a bump, not a crack, not a pebble. I'm on another 6.5 miles, and then I should have only like a mile or two of like weaving through some areas to get to the actual lake. So I'm pretty effing close. Guess what? I see the lake on my map. Yes! Haha! The lake! Woo! Alright. Everybody's having a good time today. I did it. Fucking did it. I'm at Lake Geneva. Alright, there's an area to picnic across the road from here, so I'm gonna go there. Right here, dude. This is my picnic bench. This was the picnic bench of my imagination. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Time to break. All right, I've gone 55.9 miles so far. Holy shit. Oh. Yeah, I probably got here like 2 minutes ago. So I just called you, and now I'm gonna eat some lunch and relax. I found a nice shaded bench. Remember I was saying I'm gonna find a spot under a tree? All right, well, I was just calling just to say what's up.
Okay,
let you know I made it.
When you leave there.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
I'll probably stay here for like half hour or something, at least.
All right.
Love you, bye.
Bye. Bye.
I manifested this for real. Bike ride to Lake Geneva. Found a bench under a tree. It's exactly what I imagined. My challenge to everybody watching this: pick a destination you're interested in biking to and bike to it. It doesn't have to be 100 miles, it doesn't have to be 80 miles, it doesn't have to be 50 miles, it doesn't have to be 20 miles. Just pick a destination that you're interested in biking to and go for it. You're gonna realize that you're capable of going the distance and making it to the destinations that you're interested in. There's something special about picking a spot that you want to go to and then going to it, versus worrying about how many fucking miles in a circle you can bike and how fast. Go on little mini adventures. Okay, let's do it. Whew, sun's out now. If I don't get rid of this tan line, I don't know what's gonna do it. Let's saddle up. This is a good ride. This was worth it for sure. At least the halfway mark, I can say that. One thing I was reflecting on while I was sitting and relaxing, this is gonna be the longest ride that I've ever gone on, and it's by myself. And I spent so much time being nervous that I forgot to be excited. I forgot to be excited because I fucking love biking, and this is a place that I've wanted to go to for a while, like Bike Here. And I texted my friend Sean, who did his Century ride yesterday. I texted him that, and he goes, "As is with life." And that really resonated, because it's like, how many times do we avoid doing something out of fear or are afraid of doing something and forget to be excited that we have the opportunity to do something cool and to do something we genuinely enjoy anyway. The point of doing this ride today was to do something that I was afraid of, to do something that intimidated me. But I also forgot that this is something that excited me, that this was something that I was drawn to initially as a destination, as a goal. I now have left Wisconsin. I'm back in Illinois. It's been 75 miles now. I'm actually feeling pretty good. I am pretty thirsty, and so I'm trying to ration the liquids that I have. But I think those peanut butter and honey sandwiches were a much better halfway point meal than the one apple I had last time. My legs are obviously pretty pumped, tired, but it really isn't that bad. It really isn't that bad. I have about 36 miles left. I'm just trying to, like I mentioned before, stay positive. I'm not dwelling on any of the negatives. I can't do it for too long. Ugh. All right, 86.6 miles. I'm gonna take a break here at the Wakanda Water Tower, because I got a friend of mine who used to live in Wakanda. So I'm gonna give him a call and, you know, shoot the shit with him. Okay. Wakanda. All right. Let's get back on the road. All right, well, out of Gatorade now. 19 miles left. Yep, done with that. All I have left is water. I got some pretzels in my bag, and I think I have a couple dates. I'm back on a road that seems to be heavy in traffic, so hopefully I don't get hit. Let's see how many miles I'm at. At 96.8, almost at 100. When I was talking to Sean about my route, I told him that I was going to do 112, and he was saying, and I was thinking, that last 12 miles is going to be brutal, because it's going to be at a point where I'm like, okay, I'm done, but I still got to keep going to get home. But that's the beauty of the setting the destination strategy, because I have no choice. I have no choice but to do 112 miles because I got to get home. If I set my destination at a shorter distance and then come back home and it's less than 100 miles, and then I have to count on myself, you know, going in circles for the last few miles to reach 100. I put that decision there to keep going or not, to actually complete the challenge, or to be like, you know what, I'm tired and it's only been 90 miles, I'm good, happy here. But because I set out my destination to be 56 miles out, I have to do 56 miles to get back home. So I don't even give myself the decision to quit. I don't even give myself the option to fall short. Yeah, this road's heavy in traffic, but well, I still have air in my lungs. 99.9. 100 miles. Can you see it? 100.1. All right, I'm nearing the end of this ride, and I'm still feeling really good. I'm actually cruising. On the last stretch I was on, I was pumping out at 20 miles per hour, which is like unheard of for me at the end of a bike ride. I'm pretty excited at the fact that I still feel so good at the end of this ride, because I was really expecting to like bonk at mile 70 and have another 42 to go. Well, now I'm close to my subdivision. I don't know why I decided to end this ride on the sidewalk, but I did. Every bump is a reminder to why it's better to ride on the road. Oh my God. And in the subdivision. Holy shit. I cannot believe I did this, honestly. I impressed myself on this one. I'm surprised I didn't bonk. I attribute it to the superior nutrition of this ride. But now I got to get to 112. I'm currently at 111.3, so I'm just gonna take a little victory lap of the neighborhood. 111.9. 112, and I'm home. Now imagine having swam 2.4 miles before this and having to run a marathon now. That's a full Ironman. 112. It took me 7 hours 20 minutes moving time. Average speed 15.3, max speed 31.9. Average heart rate 139, max heart rate 166. Calories 3,653. All right, so what does that mean? That means I'm gonna go get some Chipotle. Ha! All right, I'm proud of myself for this one. I impressed myself.
Because there's something that there's a lead